Damn.
You just Sonic.
We're getting the mic.
They've been intermixed. Okay.
Alright, this should be fine.
You're gonna need.
Very minimally will I need the keyboard.
Yeah. I am. So we never died.
Yeah, we got that.
I sleeping.
And again, we did it better than I did on my own. But I also didn't. I only had Rivali's Gale at that point. Gonna give a quick volume warning. Adjusted stuff. Oh right, I need to log into Steam.
Ah.
Yeah. Sounded like it.
Did watch you warm up earlier, before the streaming started. Knew I would need to be awake for him singing Still Alive, so.
Nice. Oh, pardon me again.
Still beat him, but almost perfect version.
Alright.
Definitely. Yeah, for volume warning. Yeah. Need you to be in a good mood to play Sonic.
It's no use!
Hey, at least. Actually, no, wait. Both of them have to fight Silver.
I don't get to play Sonic 06 boss. Just sad.
How sad is it? You can fight the final boss. If you are really so moved. Okay.
I might. There we go.
Let's see.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Get my handy dandy notebook set up. Because we're gonna do things, and we're gonna do things fast. That's how speed runs work. If we can get things to load fast. Staying hydrated is very important. Good for your kidneys. Danny? Oh, right.
Have you not seen?
I feel like there are a lot of videos you have seen that I haven't.
Steam, you're updating. Updating now. Steam.
Tried what on your parent?
Dogging.
Why does Silica have red eyes in this amiibo?
It had like brown eyes on them.
These eyes are red.
We're still recording.
What is this?
The mic is still going.
What are you doing, Danny?
Danny.
It's a 10. Is it for unscreen Easter?
What?
Well, that was a thing that happened.
Okay.
That is an internet.
Too tired.
It's an internet classic.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I can. At this hour.
We need you to log into Steam. We're getting there. I mean, I could log into my Steam. Why? Okay, Paxton. Trying to figure out what I'm referencing that's referencing this other thing. Ah, the struggle. What are you doing? Are you going to log into Steam?
This is from.
I believe you.
This song is. It's awesome.
Pardon me again.
I always think about my English teacher who used to say, "Don't poop in everyone's cake." And we were like, that's not how his expressions work, and that sounds gross. And he was like, you know what? I don't care. As he at his own expressions. I'm all for.
Steam.
Mm.
You know what? We'll start an offline mode. How do you feel about that?
Alright, so how's this volume gonna go? The real question. What? What kind of ninja name is Benjamin? Family sharing probably won't work out. I brought Reddit though. A little bit. Mostly trying to slip. See if this to work. Are we sure we don't want me to log in Steam?
No.
Game shouldn't need the internet.
Yeah.
But offline mode.
Offline mode is unreliable at best.
Offline mode is how I play Terraria on roads. That's what.
Yes, I know that will log me out of Steam.
Did you click log out?
Yes.
Were you aware that clicking log out would log you out of Steam?
Literally. Why?
Alright, so volume warning. I pressed the button.
I believe. First time it's on.
Yep.
Wait, is it online for you?
Yeah.
And this was something we should have thought about.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it gonna do that for Paxton's too? Yeah. It's
Again?
no, I could tell.
You could. This.
Speakers could go. Faster. Everyone's getting all cozy over there. Like we're ready for someone to solve a mystery. Yeah, what can I say? Right. Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna solve a mystery. Dare to play. Hey,
Alright.
looks like we're up.
It's gonna be mad at me for this.
Yes, yes it will be.
It'll be fine. Turn off the music. Modify the desktop audio.
Alright.
Set a new game capture. It's really excited about that.
Yes, yes it is. Well,
Okay. Now that I can see the size of it, we're it smaller. Put it in the right place.
So we're gonna be solving a mystery.
Oh no. Oh dude.
If it will,
Hi, I'm Nancy. This is my center of operations. My desk.
Mike is picking
Go
that
ahead
up.
and poke around.
Yep.
If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do,
turn that down.
take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective.
Alright,
It's real
so,
powerful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving.
are we ready to go?
And be sure to check out my scrapbook.
do you
I
think the
put
audio levels
memorabilia
look right?
from all my past cases in there. A lot of them
I might
are
need to
pretty
turn down the audio a
dangerous
little
and
more.
at times really
Might be a good
scary.
idea, just to be
Don't say
safe.
anything about that.
Because I know when I practiced this, I could barely hear myself, so.
Put it down to 30.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
He worries about
My computer's much happier with
and whatever you do, read what's in the file called
Alright, she's going through, talking about her stuff, saying, whatever you do, read what's in the case file called case file. But, seeing as this is a speed run, we're just gonna wing it. So,
And that's not how speedruns work. You don't make
so a little bit of background. I did mention earlier that up until recently, I really only played games on a PC. That was primarily this series, Nancy Drew, that I've been playing since I was 7. So I have played all 32 of the games out so far and could probably stand to play this on Senior Detective, but since I've been practicing on Junior, I'm just going to go ahead and go with that one. So here we have some requisite plot exposition. So I'm just going to let her talk for a little bit. Alright, so here we are at my Aunt Eloise's house, and one thing we're going to learn about Nancy Drew is she loves her Aunt Eloise so much that she's memorized all of her passwords. So here we got a key, and here we have this lovely slide puzzle, which someone has had some difficulty on the first time we tried to play this game.
just wait till you see me play League Maker.
Oh man, fun fact, actually, I do believe that in the remastered edition, the only significant difference between Junior and Senior Detective is the difficulty of that slide puzzle, which we're actually going to completely skip over for this run.
What a fight.
But since I'm not exactly sure if that was the only difference, I just went ahead and stayed on Junior to be safe. So we've got another key, and since this house really isn't very big, we're gonna go ahead and head out. But first, necessary phone call that we can't skip.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
We're actually gonna completely skip over this character for this run and never talk to him.
Cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
Alright, so we're not going to go to Maxine's. As you can see, there's only 3 places here on the map. We're going to go ahead and head to Paseo Del Mar High School, which has this nice, somewhat ominous music that I can't hear really because we've turned it down. But here's this nice locker here. My spidey senses are telling me the combination to this locker. Got some stuff about judo, English essays, an empty video cassette case, and some illegal activity in a newspaper.
It's fine.
This is fine. I may or may not explain later how I know how to get into said locker. We're gonna go ahead and check our eyes because it's good for us to pretend that we know what that says. Look at this nice judo poster. Get some soda because we have a quarter. Hey guys, what flavor soda should I get? We've got extra pop, grape, orange, soda, cool, and spot cola. Let's do. We'll get some orange later. But not until after we do this. And here we get an Easter egg. So, fun fact, there are Easter eggs hidden in every Nancy Drew game, I believe. Sometimes more than one. I have only ever stumbled upon an Easter egg naturally in gameplay once and maybe twice out of the 32 games I have played. I actually had to look up the Easter eggs for this one. I don't know if they existed in the original, but we're gonna get another one here in a little bit. Let's get that orange soda for Danny. My mother would kill me for gulping that much. And we're gonna go turn around and meet this quality human being.
Oh, a new girl at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez.
Oh boy.
But you can just call me the Hulk.
Or as I like to call him, Captain Hammer High School Edition.
The Hulk?
You are new around here. I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
Oh boy.
College ball?
Yeah, I'm playing great football this year. I'm expecting an offer from a Big Ten school any day now.
I go to a Big Ten school.
10 school? What will you major in?
Football.
So I'm guessing not
And
Northwestern.
then turn pro. Then, when I'm famous, jerks like Jake Rogers will eat my socks for breakfast.
Does Jake Rogers' death concern you?
Why should it? I have a big future ahead of me.
That doesn't sound
That's all that
murdery at all.
concerns me. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
Yeah, and yet he's not going to practice. But that's fine. So, we're just gonna go ahead and head to the library. So,
This is the Library of Terror music.
yes, this is fine. So, as you may not know, this Aunt Eloise that we love so much is actually the librarian to the school, which is why we have these keys here. It's a little sad that I can't hear the music right now, and I also went too far. But we're gonna go ahead and read some things. So, here's some sports.
Ethanol is a steroid. It was one of the drugs stolen in the drug station.
Another important thing to note is Nancy Drew has an ironclad photographic memory. So now we know kanji, and now we also know Braille. Encyclopedias are helpful. We're gonna go over to this reference computer here and pretend that this makes sense. Evidence, that looks important. And J. Rogers, under my seat. Now, if only I knew where Jake Rogers' seat was. Oh, here we got a shiny. We're gonna go ahead and walk around here. Oh, look, Jake was here, how convenient. A nice chemistry textbook with some notes in it. Things to remember, probably important. The answer to my fate lies in the box. A matchbook behind Maxine's schedule holds the first step. My messages hold the remaining 18 steps. The elements tell the order. The letter and digit tell the direction.
The remaining 18 steps?
How cryptic of you, Jake. Here we have some elements right here, and if we do look under the seat, here is this nice box. So, we're just gonna call it my advanced knowledge of chemistry. I've got a really good feeling about this.
Wait, are you using the cheat sheet?
This puzzle is unavailable at this time. As a consolation prize, please accept this Easter egg. Check back here once you've escaped the boiler trap. Love, Nancy.
Spoilers much? Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and take this Easter egg, and we'll come back to this box later when that puzzle is available. Alright, so we're done here in the library for now, and we're gonna go meet some more people. So here we come to our second character, who is unfortunately a little bit of a stereotype.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Al Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese.
Fun fact, I think Hal is actually the only character in the remastered edition who has the exact same dialogue and voice clips from the original. What can we say? Good old America.
Why do you admire Americans?
They're such open people. I admire the freedom here. If you work hard enough, you can achieve anything.
Why do you work so hard?
I feel uncomfortable speaking about this now. Please excuse me.
Yeah, he says that he needs to be excused, but since he's not leaving, we're just gonna talk to him again.
Have you heard of Hulk Sanchez?
Heard of him? Hulk holds the conference record for quarterback sacks. He's been the state's #1 player since he was a freshman. He's also a candidate for a big university, even with his injury.
Bingo.
Hulk got hurt a few weeks ago. Ever since that game, he hasn't played the same. I worry that his chances of playing for a top
So we're done talking to him right now. We're gonna go back and talk to Hulk about that injury.
How's it going?
Also, we're going to use this apparently arbitrary, unskippable dialogue to go on to the next part of the sequence.
Right now.
Tell me about the robbery of the drug station pharmacy.
Why would I know about a robbery? All I know about is football.
Those 2 lines are required to go on to the next important plot point in the game, even though it doesn't tell you anything and is also completely unrelated. So,
I'm really
now we're just
sorry
gonna
you
ask him
were
about his
injured.
injury
Did that affect your
and move on
chances
from
of
that.
playing college ball?
You know, really the only thing that dialogue gives you is this suspicious sense that spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So, we're just gonna
I'll
see
talk
where
to you
that
later.
goes.
Bye, Nancy.
And might as well pick up another soda while we're here. What flavor should I try this time?
They said orange.
I already got an orange one. Should I get another orange one?
Cool. Could you get cool?
Extra pop, grape, orange, soda, cool, and spot cola.
Extra papa cool.
I don't know, but we're gonna try it, because every time we get an Easter egg, we get 80 quarters. So, actually, before I leave, I actually needed to do this anyways. So, it is time for me to check my blood sugar. Okay, so he's telling me to get Connie to come over to fix it. We haven't actually met Connie yet, so we're gonna go do that. Where is my phone?
It is on your diabetes map.
Yep, I'm gonna check my blood sugar, and it's gonna be fine. But first, we're gonna meet Connie.
Hi, I'm
She's
Connie.
gonna talk a little bit.
You're not from around here, are you? You know, Salem or Hyde has been quiet and cold. Lately, it's been totally out of control.
As you can see, she has this nice little hall monitor name tag here.
Steal it.
Who was killed? Just this one stud.
So we get this feeling that people didn't really like Jake Rogers.
Nobody liked it.
See?
Gotta go now. Later.
Yeah, she says she's gotta go, but she's not leaving, so we're just gonna keep bugging her.
Your medallion has a symbol that means crane. And crane is the name of the judo school on the poster in the gym.
What a coincidence. Funny, I never noticed.
What a coincidence, Connie. She still says she's gotta go, but she's still not leaving, so we're gonna talk to her again. She doesn't seem very happy about that, but we don't really care.
Someone set off the alarm
We're
on
gonna
the
get her to
soda
leave
machine again.
anyway.
I'll be right back.
Alright, now that she's out of the way, we can get into this teacher's lounge, which is the other key that we picked up from my Aunt Eloise's. So we're gonna look at these senior final papers under Hal Tanaka. Oh man, I'm disappointed in you, Hal. I really expected better. And, we're gonna turn around and go to this computer now. As I mentioned previously, Nancy Drew, we love our Aunt Eloise Drew so much that we know that she is a wise elder. Everyone loves anagrams and hates slide puzzles. So, we're in the computer now. And we've got this to-do list. Now we know all of the passwords to the rooms in the building. I'm gonna print out the security report, it's probably important. And, pick it up off here. Learn some stuff about the night of the murder. And another fun fact is in the original game, you actually had to commit vandalism to get into the teacher's lounge at one point by taking a box cutter and cutting a hole into one of these windows to sneak in. I see that was something that they cut out of this adaptation of the game. There's a shiny. And we're gonna go ahead and head out. Now this is interesting.
Hello?
You better stop your nosing, or it'll get bent way out of shape.
So, you may have noticed I have caller ID there, so we're just gonna go ahead and call him back.
Dylan
Hi, this is
Funny
Nancy
thing, this
Drew.
dialogue,
You
calling him back
called
isn't
and-
actually necessary to the route, but this dialogue just greatly amuses me.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you did. I saw your caller ID number.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Also A+ voice
Sorry,
acting.
miss, if you're having trouble with your air conditioning, we'll send a technician to find a permanent solution.
I'm not talking about air conditioning. I'm talking about you threatening me.
I didn't threaten you.
Look, I'm not going to play this game with you.
This is fine. So, we're just gonna go ahead and confront Hal about that plagiarized essay we found.
You plagiarized your senior essay on etiquette, and Jake knew about it.
Yes, Nancy. I'm very ashamed.
He caved
My family will
fast.
be extremely unhappy about this terrible mistake I have made. Somehow, Jake found out I copied that old essay. Then he blackmailed me into doing his homework for him.
Why did you copy the essay?
I had no other choice. My family won't let me stay in the United States unless I get a scholarship next year.
I'm slightly
I had to take
concerned for
extra
Danny.
courses to earn the scholarship. Before I realized what I had done, I was buried in work. I copied the essay because I was desperate.
What happened when Jake found out?
Jake demanded I do all his homework for
So,
the rest of the
he
semester.
was so
Or he would
desperate
tell
that
my
he had to
family
copy an essay because he didn't have
What
enough
else
time
could
for
I
his
do?
course load, but
My
then he
family
had
was
time to
depending
do
on me to
all of
succeed.
another kid's
Were
homework
you
for the
desperate
rest of the
enough to
semester.
kill him?
I was not
This
happy
totally
about the
makes
situation,
sense.
but I would never kill anyone. I value human life. Please don't tell anyone about this. I beg you.
Sounds like a
You'll
man
gain
of honor.
nothing if you do, and it would destroy my family if they knew what really happened. I regret what I have done. Please let me have this chance to become a doctor. I promise to make up for this
Man, I don't know
mistake,
if I want
even
someone
if it takes
operating
the
me
rest of
on
my
me
life.
if he plagiarized
You
his
didn't kill
essay
Jake.
on
Do you have any
etiquette
idea
in
who
high
did
school.
it?
When I delivered Jake's
I think
homework
there's a
to him
cruel
the other
irony
day,
there,
he
don't?
mentioned being late for a meeting with Daryl Gray. It was very strange. I
I'm gonna
didn't
go
have
ahead
friends.
and head out.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Daryl Gray is another character we haven't met, and we're actually gonna go ahead and head to Maxine's right now, which is where we can find him. So, but before we talk to him, we're actually gonna skip right over him, do this totally normal thing, and head back into a kitchen of a diner we've never been to before without being questioned, and steal stuff, because that's okay. So here we've got a ladle. We're gonna turn around, and we're gonna go pick up this bolt cutter that wasn't in that last frame, and since that looks like it's probably going to kill us, we're going to replace it with the ladle. Alright, now we can head back out. Got some groovy music in the diner. It's a little unfortunate that I can't really hear it right now. I'm going to talk to Daryl.
Welcome to Maxine's. I'm Daryl Gray. I don't think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
This is the student
Thanks.
council
I might
president
just
we
take
all
you
need.
up on that offer.
So, what can I do for you?
Tell me about Maxine's.
Maxine's is the best diner in Florida. The place is usually packed. I guess all the police that were camping out here scared the kids away. Now there's just a creepy old guy hanging around wearing an ugly green shirt.
Daryl, that's my uncle.
Oops. Oh, sorry, Nancy. Quick, Daryl, change the subject.
He's a little
That's
awkward.
okay. No offense taken. You said there were a lot of police here. What happened?
One of the students was murdered in the school last week.
Who was murdered?
A senior named Jake Rogers. He worked here, but
We're gonna
I
have
didn't
people
really
tell
know
us this a
him.
lot.
He kept mainly to himself.
That's terrible.
I know. They only now just reopened the school.
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in
Guys,
some
you're gonna wanna
special
hit dialogue.
detective, maybe even the FBI.
That's me.
Wow. You must have some special contacts.
Just special enough to see beautiful women like yourself.
What do you mean?
Get it? Contacts? I'm wearing contacts that let me see pretty women.
And here we pause for cringing.
I should get back to work.
Alright.
Nice meeting you, Nancy.
Do you know Connie Watson?
Not that well. She keeps to herself a lot. I've always thought there's something mysterious about her. Kind of the same way
We're gonna
I
go
feel
through
about
all
you.
the awkward
Thanks
dialogue.
for the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone.
That's cool. I'm just saying.
Her boyfriend, Ned Nickerson, is actually the only contact you might see on her phone right now, and we're actually not going to call anyone this game either, other than the one call that we gave back to Dylan HVAC. Anyways, we're gonna stop talking to him now,
Oh,
because
before I
really,
forget,
why we wanted to
someone
talk
left
to
this
him
note.
was this.
It was on the counter when I got back from break.
So, you see, this isn't suspicious at all. You also see it's from Dylan HVAC, which is not cause for concern. Because, I mean, look, he has the solution to my mystery, and it's not creepy or suspicious at all, so we should totally meet him in the basement of the maintenance room at the high school. So we're going to meet him in the basement, in the maintenance room at the high school. So, here we go, and luckily, because I've memorized all of the passwords and also know Braille now, I know how to get in here. But first, a fun fact, if you actually look at the middle row of this, since I know Braille, I know that it spells out Jake, which is a nice little fun fact. And we're going to go ahead and spell out note, which is kind of funny, because it's almost like it's a note that led us here. We go down this shady service elevator, and here we end up in the boiler room, which doesn't immediately seem like cause for alarm, but you notice there are flamey things here and a lock, and also no one is here to meet us. And this elevator is broken. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up these gloves and use those bolt cutters that we stole from the diner to bypass this lock. You know what? First time I played this game, the original version, I actually died a lot. But, boiler is disabled here. Yes, we've got this nice matchbook. If I hadn't picked up the bolt cutters, actually, this here would have been the code to unlock that lock. And oh look, there's this convenient video cassette tape right here by the grate while we are escaping. So that's probably plot important. And who else is gonna have a VCR except for good old Aunt Eloise? So here we are gonna watch this VHS tape. As this kid, Jake Rogers, was into some old school blackmail. That looks probably illegal. Why am I not surprised? This looks like that masked judo champion we read about, and so also kind of suspicious. And then here's this, as if we didn't already know that Hal copied his English essay. I do have to say this kid Jake has some sweet camera angle skills. Not quite sure how he got into people's lockers, but probably a little shifty. So, seems like we got some people to confront. So we're going back to the high school, and we're going to, talk to Hulk about those drugs.
I'm not into pushy girls. Do me a favor and bother someone else.
You know what? You're just gonna make this easier on me.
Jake knew you broke into the drug station. He was blackmailing you, wasn't he?
Yeah. He found out I stole the steroids and threatened to turn me over to the cops. It would have meant the end of my football career if I didn't cooperate.
What did he want from you?
You name it. Chauffeur, errand boy,
We're just gonna be
bodyguard.
direct.
He loved ordering me around like I was his slave.
Did you kill him?
I'm not a killer, Nancy. I didn't do it. The last thing Jake had me
You know,
do
it seems like everyone has a reason to want to kill this guy, but says that they didn't do it.
My bet is Jake was blackmailing Daryl.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
So now we're gonna go confront Connie, because if you may not have picked it up earlier, it was a men's judo tournament. We're also just gonna... What flavor soda should I get? Okay. That is not a flavor of soda.
Actually, it is.
Well, not in this game.
What is it you want now?
All right.
I know you're the unknown winner of that judo competition. Jake Rogers had it all on videotape.
Yes, Nancy. I'm the mysterious winner.
Yeah, these are the remastered
It wasn't
graphics.
easy for me, and I'm proud of what I did.
Did you kill Jake to stop him from blackmailing you?
Are you crazy? Of course not. I didn't kill Jake.
All right. So let's see how accusatory we want to be. Let's do this one.
Jake was threatening to expose you, maybe even make you lose your black belt, and he forced you to break your date with Daryl.
which we also totally knew about.
Out of the way.
I didn't kill Jake.
Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and leave her at that.
Bye.
Also, there's a soda machine in the student lounge, so we're gonna get another soda. What flavor have I not tried yet? I don't think I've tried the one that's just soda.
Yes.
That's
my favorite.
And we're gonna head back to the library. So you remember that box that I said we were gonna get back to later? Yeah, well, later is now. So we're gonna head back to Jake's seat. Also, another fun fact about the library, which is a little, gosh dang it, a little unfortunate that I can't really hear right now, so I can't hear when the music changes. There are 2 different tracks that play in the library, and the first time that we played this game, or that Joshua played this game, the music changed right as he was going up the staircase, and completely freaked him out. It's a little bit intense for a library.
Music. Boom.
And now we're gonna use this chemistry knowledge that we have been so dubiously applying to actually open this box when it is plot important and necessary. Now, don't study chemical engineering for nothing. And that puzzle absolutely makes sense. But I've also been told that I absolutely don't need to explain it because this is a speedrun. Another thing, though, if you did want to know about how I got into Jake's locker at the beginning, if you will look at this convenient smartphone now that Nancy has in this version, at your phone, the keys 5253 spell out Jake. So, that's how you know the kid has his locker combination as his name. And we're gonna watch this other tape.
This is the story of a student council president gone terribly bad.
This is where Daryl comes into
Take
the
a look
plot.
at what kind of homework he's bringing home from Daddy's top secret military industrial aerospace factory. But what does Daryl do with this stuff? He's too stupid to really know what it all means.
Jake is a
But
quality guy.
He's not too stupid to know how much these industrial secrets are worth. You see, Daryl's selling out to our local air conditioning guy, Mitch Dillon.
That
Not
makes
sure what the guy
sense.
specializing in HVAC does with satellite schematics, telemetry encodings, and signature intelligence, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's not
very
exactly legal.
legal.
But it's probably worth a lot of money to Mitch to keep it quiet. Breaking news, check it out. I found out who Mitch is selling Daryl's secrets to. This dude, can you imagine?
Uncle Steve!
Is the ringleader of some kind of clearinghouse for military secrets. And Mr. Clueless just forgot his journal full of important notes like contact numbers, system
Oh man,
passwords, project
didn't see
code
that
names,
coming.
amounts paid, etc., etc. And some other stuff I don't understand, but I can tell that this guy will pay top dollar to get it back. But just in case, should anything happen to me, I'm putting the journal in a safe place. I taped it underneath
High school,
one of the book carts in the
safest
school,
place.
but I doubt he'll give me much trouble. Just a ton of cash. So if you find this video, come look me up. I'll probably be long gone from Paseo del Mar.
Well,
and tanning
he is
my
long
blonde
gone,
with my very own
but
private jet,
not
at
retired
17.
exactly. Okay.
Aunt Eloise? Is that you?
I'm sorry, Nancy. I don't think that's your Aunt Eloise. Just gonna step over here.
Detective Beach, I didn't expect you.
I just thought I'd come by and see how you're doing. You seem
This is
kind of in
fine.
a hurry. Did you find the journal?
Yes, I found your journal.
My what?
Jake's journal. I found
Really
Jake's
blew
journal.
it, Nancy.
No. You said my journal.
Way to go.
You said that you found my journal. Why don't
Well,
we step
that
into the living room
escalated
and have
quickly.
a nice chat about where my journal is, Oh, and why don't you give me your cell phone? I
Another
need to
fun
get
fact,
arrested
there was
for
actually
about
some
10
significant plot
So,
differences,
Detective Beach, an
or
undercover assignment was to
differences in the
convince
plot
you to
details
find
between
your
this
journal.
version and the original.
You killed Jake.
This character actually didn't
Yes,
exist
I
in
did
the
con you
original.
into this undercover
Mitch
charade,
Dillon
and you
did,
just
but
ate
the
it up. I
end
mean,
sequence
you had
was
the
actually
lingo,
very
the
different.
self-important attitude. You're a real Snoopy Susie, aren't you? But as far as murder goes, no. That was my former partner, Mitch Dillon. But stop with this delaying tactic, Detective Nancy.
Okay.
Where's my journal?
It's in the entrance, behind the tapestry.
Good old Aunt Eloise is gonna help us out here.
Combination.
Kappa Lambda Kappa Sigma.
We're just gonna name off some sororities.
That's not it, Nancy.
Mu Pi Phi Zeta.
You're trying my patience, Detective Drew. What's the combination?
Delta 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 Delta.
Hey!
And there we go.
Get me out of here, Nancy Drew!
I'm sure the police will be happy to transfer you to another set of bars. So long, Detective Beach, and hello, prisoner number 4321A.
Ding!
Dear Dad, case closed. Mitch Dillon and his boss, formerly known as Detective Beach, are on their way to prison. The police still don't know his real identity, but his trade in top-secret information has been stopped, thanks to Aunt Eloise's burglar-proof safe.
Good old
Daryl
Aunt
has been
Eloise.
forced to selling information about his father's military projects. Despite the damage this has caused Gray Enterprises, Daryl's father has forgiven him. Connie returned her trophy, but the judo club refused to take it and is opening their competitions to women next year.
Nice and inclusive.
Pay for the damages to the pharmacy, and Hal has gotten his scholarship.
Isn't it so great when everything works out and no one has any consequences for all of this illegal activity?
See you soon, Nancy.
This is all totally fine. And, oh man! Can anyone answer this question for me? Got some trivia here. I think I know the sodas. Alright, so, Daryl unfortunately did not awkwardly flirt with us enough for me to get the Ned Defender medal. But we did get the Easter eggs. We did answer the trivia question correctly. I did. I just didn't do it more than once. That is the achievement for setting off the soda machine alarm many times. I snooped in every corner and I confronted everyone at the end. Unfortunately, I didn't buy quite enough sodas in order to get the burp achievement. But a lot of these would have taken significantly more time to complete. Not that I didn't have plenty of time. We're not going to go ahead and do the credits because that's actually just a preview for another game in the series that was coming up after this one. So that wouldn't really be useful to us, but that's Nancy Drew's Secrets Can Kill Remastered. A remake of the first game in the PC point-and-click adventure game series. Kind of my specialty. So, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer over to our second speedrunner, or third speedrunner. I guess I was second. So, that would be Joshua, right?
In a minute.
Right.
Done.
Alright. And since I have Portal on my Steam, that should be fine, right?
I should go.
Okay.
Pack.
Yeah.
How long was that?
I wasn't timing it specifically.
and there was much rejoicing.